Well, good morning and welcome to my weekly running and fitness update. Today I have some exciting race news for you, and I'll also give you an update on my training and talk a bit about some of the camera issues I've been struggling with recently. So I'll start with a training update. It feels like this week was a fairly solid week of training. Still not quite back to where I'd like to be as far as training goes, but certainly improving over what I've been doing the last month or so. I was out 2 times this week for 5-mile runs earlier in the week. The first one was an easy run. I was still pretty sore from the Lake Lasso run we did last weekend that you saw in my last video. So I took it easy for that run. The next 5-miler that I did was a little bit of speed work, kind of mixed it up a little bit. Did some hill repeats, and then also did 1 mile at 5K pace. Now today I'm out for a 10-mile run, only about 2.5 miles into it right now. Just enjoying the back roads here in Fulton County. Nice weather and nice scenery this time of the year. If you follow my videos, you probably already know that I recently purchased a new camera. It's called the Insta360 One X2. I'm recording this video with that camera and pretty much all my other recent videos as well. All in all, I like the camera pretty good, but I've noticed that the quality is pretty bad in low light, specifically if I'm running in the woods, which often happens because a lot of my trail runs begin early in the morning. Now, when I first viewed the video after I take it off the camera, it actually still looks good. But when I run it through my editing software, which is PowerDirector 365, it actually loses a little bit of quality. And then when I upload it to YouTube, it loses a bunch of quality. So my first thought is that the blame probably lies with YouTube and my video editing software rather than the camera. But I'm not sure if that's completely true, because if the original video is shot in good conditions and really good lighting, then even after I run it through my editor and upload it to YouTube, the video still looks good. So I think it's some kind of combination. I'm asking the camera to do a lot because, again, everything changes in those scenes almost every step I take. Plus it's doing image stabilization. So it really is asking a lot of it, and perhaps my expectations are too high. I did a lot of experimenting with different formats, different codecs, tried uploading in 4K to YouTube just so it would encode my video in the VP9 codec. This is probably all Greek if you're not into doing video. But in spite of those efforts, I can't seem to get it the way I want it in those low light trail running situations. So it's probably something I'll just have to deal with. All in all, I am pleased with the camera. The image stabilization is one of its huge selling points for someone who likes to run and record running footage. It's really quite amazing how it can take very shaky 360 footage and make it completely smooth, as you've seen in the last few videos I've done. And the last bit of news I have for you this week is that I have signed up for the Heiner 50K, which is held next April. My brother also signed up, so he'll be coming up from Kentucky to run that race. Pretty excited about that. It's a very popular race, a very difficult one. It has some pretty severe elevation gain, so it'll certainly be a challenging race. My son Landry also signed up for the 25K, which was run the same day. So very much looking forward to that. It's a long way off, but once I get through this summer focusing on shorter and faster races, I'll probably then switch back over to trail running over the winter time and try to hit the elevation gain real hard. Try to get ready for that race next spring. Well, I've gone about 5 miles and I'm back near the truck again, so I'm going to go ahead and drop off my camera just so I can run a bit easier without it. Thanks so much for watching this week's episode. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please consider doing that. Also, if you would like to be notified when we release new videos, you can tap that bell icon as well. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.